Hi everyone, welcome to another video. It's snowing today, so I'm sitting here and looking at the snow while I want to record a video about Hank Green. If you don't know him, well, he's done a bunch of stuff, but he's written also 2 books. He's also a YouTuber. He's a TikToker now. He does a I think he studied biology, so he knows a bunch about science. But he's dedicating himself to education. But he also writes books. He does really a lot of things. He's the brother of the famous author John Green, and together they have a YouTube channel. I'm saying this for those that don't know them, but they're like super popular on YouTube as well. So they're definitely 2 of my all-time favorite YouTubers. Today I want to talk about this book, and well, this is the sequel of An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. This is number 2. Unfortunately, I gave away An Absolutely Remarkable Thing to my little sister because I thought she might want to read it. But I have a copy of this one, and I've gone back to read it because ever since I read it over a year ago, I can't get over some of the things that I've learned from this book. In particular, there's 2 things. So the first that comes to mind is Miranda Beckwith's Guide to Working with the Problem. So I'm going to call it the Guide to Working with the Problem. So here we have a 4-step, if you can see, you can probably see it backwards, but it doesn't matter. We have a 4-step guide to solving problems. So step number 1 is understand your problem. A surprising number of people skip this step, Miranda says in the book. They think they know what the problem is when actually they don't. This is something you actually have to think about. And this is the first interesting thing. When you want to solve a problem, make sure you actually know what the problem is in its entirety. It sounds obvious, but it isn't. In the meantime, I'm checking my hair. It's all over the place because I've been biking outside and it was raining. But it's all good. The number 2 is understand your assets. So assets can be money, but it's not just money. It's your skills, the skills of people you know, which people you know that can help you solve the problem. Step number 3 is understand your limitations. The character says here, people always skip this one too, but a solution that does not allow for real-world constraints is a bad solution. Again, number 4, this is my favorite, and this is what I think I want to apply in my life. Basically, it's called stir. So let it sit. So Miranda says, put your problem, your assets, and your limitations in your head and shake them together until something falls out. In my experience, bad problem solving almost always comes from either not understanding one of these 3 things deeply enough or just completely ignoring 1 or 2 of them. And I think the idea of stirring, of just letting everything about the problem, about your limitations and the possible solutions in your head and let it sit, I think that's a great idea. The second thing that I got from this book, so this is a quote I love and I couldn't stop thinking about. So Carl, which is the alien, so they're talking about how artificial intelligence, whatever, can understand you or can look at you. So they're talking about constant surveillance under artificial intelligence and new technologies. But the alien says, the alien is also AI. Doesn't matter much for the context, but he says, the mistake you humans make is that you think any of this is new. You have always acted as if you are being watched, because you always have been. Your minds are constructed to act as both an internal actor and an external observer. You have in your minds an idea of what a correct life looks like. Every decision you make, you check it against the story. You have to. The Panopticon is inside you. This quote is so good. The Panopticon is inside you. If you don't know, the Panopticon is this, if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, that's the prison design of Guardians of the Galaxy. So there's like a tower in the middle that can look at everything, and this was a design like the perfect society where everybody's always afraid of being looked at. Everybody knows that they can always be watched. So the Panopticon is inside you. You humans have always been watched by yourself. You create the story in your head and you check everything you do against the story. This really clicks with me, well, because it rings so true, and it really made me think a lot of in how many ways I limit myself. So I'm the guard in the prison of my mind. Amazing. It's really, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I just, when you find a quote that you can't stop thinking about, maybe there's some work to do in that direction. So thank you guys for watching this video. Woo! Yes, so I called this video trying to solve my life problems using Hank Green's books, and I will let you know how it's going. But thanks for watching, and see you next time.